welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Portia. All my friends call me Porsh, so you could call me Porsh too. I make beauty, lifestyle, random bachelor and bachelorette videos here on my YouTube channel. So if you like anything like that, just keep on watching. Today we are doing episode 2 of my how to start a YouTube channel series. I am super excited to be doing this series for you guys. Like I said in the last video, I've always wanted to do something like this, but I didn't think that I had, like, you know, the qualifications to be talking about starting a YouTube channel. But whatever, I'm doing it. Oh, with that being said, I talked to you guys pretty much just about how to set up your channel, how to get everything started in the first episode. So today we are talking about the nitty gritty, and what the nitty gritty is how you want your videos to look. So I think the biggest Achilles heel. So I think the biggest issue when it comes to filming a YouTube video or people starting a YouTube channel is the camera, the equipment, what have you. Where am I gonna film? How am I gonna film it? What am I gonna film it on? I'm here to tell you that you do not need to spend a lot of money on a camera. Okay, you do not need to spend a lot of money on a camera. Just don't do it. If you have a phone, it doesn't necessarily have to be an iPhone. If you have an Android with a really good camera, I know they have really good cameras. All the advice that I'm going to be giving you guys is just from my personal experience. So I'm going to tell you guys some of the things that I did, about some of the things that I kind of did when I was starting out my channel. So technically I have 2 cameras, but I pretty much only use one, and the other one I just don't use at all. So the first camera that I bought like years and years ago, I think in like 2015, 2014 or something like that, it was the Sony A51. It's over there, so I'm looking at it. I think it was like the Sony A5100 or something like that. Pretty much just your typical point and shoot camera that had a pretty decent viewing quality. A lot of people used it for vlogging, so that's why I figured that I could, you know, just use that camera and get away with it. Then when I stopped making videos, it just kind of got on the shelf. So anyways, fast forwarding to back when I started making videos again, this back in like 2018, 2019 is when I fully started making videos again. Well, actually 2019 is when I legit started making videos again. I was using my cell phone. Like, I was legit using my cell phone. This was what I was using. I currently have an iPhone 8. Yeah, I said that, an iPhone 8. I was using the back camera, this camera right here. I wasn't using the front camera because the front camera is not going to give you the same amount of quality that the back camera will. So yeah, it was still giving off amazing camera or amazing quality. Just make sure you clean off the camera right here. And then you also just want to make sure that you set your camera settings on your phone at the highest settings. So if you go into settings, and I believe I've showed this like once before, but if you go into settings and camera settings, you want to set it at like 4K 60 frames per second or whatever. The highest one, the highest one, set it there. That's what you're going to do. That's pretty much it as far as filming equipment goes. Use your phone. Use your phone, use your iPad if you need to. Anything that has a good, like, pretty much like just a good camera that's gonna give off at least 1080p quality, which is pretty much all current and even like older cell phones. You could do it. You can definitely do it. While you're doing that, you can save up for an okay camera, not like a top of the line camera or something like that, but something that is like little bit more better quality than your cell phone, a little bit more higher quality. Like for instance, what I film on now is the Sony ZV-1, I think that's what it says. I think that's what it is. This particular Sony camera was made pretty much like exclusively for vloggers. Now this is technically supposed to be a vlogging camera. Now I use this for vlogs, I use it for sit down videos like I'm doing right now. I use it for everything. This is just my camera. I use it for literally everything, and so far so good. I love the quality. I think it's really good for, at least for me, for right now. Obviously I would love to have a big Canon camera and so on and so forth, but ain't nobody got money for that right now. I think I paid about roughly under $900 for this camera. Now that's a lot. That is definitely a lot. But compared to these some of these Canon cameras, especially with the lenses, that can run you about $1,600. So yeah, just work with what you have, okay? Trust me, work with what you have. Also, do a lot of research. I got the Sony camera from Best Buy because they were having a sale when I purchased this camera, and they also, I think it might be a little cheaper on Amazon too. So if I'm able to find it, I will link it down below in the in the description box for you guys. The next thing that I want to talk about with you guys is your background or your vibe, or what you want it to look like, what you actually want your video to look like, what people see. So there's a million and different ways that you can do this, just as long as it's as authentic to you as possible. Don't have like a floral wallpaper background if that's not what you're into, if that's not what you like, because that's just gonna be annoying. Your background does not always have to stay the same. You can switch it up and change it however you want to, just as long as it's like an interesting background, if you will. And then if you do have a camera and a specific lens, I think like the 35mm, the 8mm, 30, I don't know, one of those lenses where it kind of blurs out your background, so you kind of see what's going on in the back, but you don't kind of see. So yeah, you can definitely do something like that. Me, as you can see, I personally have kind of like a lifestyle type of background, if you will. I've had this background for roughly 6 months now. No, like 6-7 months, about 8 months or so. And I personally love it. I think it's just easy peasy, really minimal, to the point, so on and so forth. So the third thing, and the most important thing, is going to be lighting. Now this is definitely what's going to be the thing that is going to make your videos look good or not look good. It doesn't matter if you have the best camera in the world or the worst camera in the world. If your lighting is trash, you're gonna look trash. Now, I don't say any of that to scare you thinking, oh my gosh, I still have to spend money because I have to get lighting. No, you do not. You just have to know how to finesse the lighting. So some things that I think you should do, if you have like overhead lighting in your room, or you have lights in your room, so on and so forth, I would switch those light bulbs out for daylight light bulbs. You can find those at Walmart, Target, the dollar store. I mean, some dollar stores, not all of them, but Amazon. You can literally find daylight light bulbs anywhere. It's just going to give your videos a more of a brighter, more inviting look. Now, if you want it to be a little bit more vibey, a little bit more moody, then by all means, you could add like the hue lights on there where it's like different colors, so it has like kind of like a neon background or something like that. You can definitely do something like that as well. You can also get those like pretty much anywhere. I think Amazon, Target, Walmart. You don't want any light to be behind you unless it's set kind of low, because it's, well, let me say this, you don't want any bright light behind you, because if it's going to be set kind of low and then it's going to backlight and everything's going to get thrown off. So you have to be very strategic if you're going to put lighting behind you. I would suggest only like neon lights, because it's bright, but it's like a different type of bright. It's not going to throw everything off. Now, for a few months or so, I was filming out of a studio space, which you guys already know. If you watch my videos, you guys already know, but that studio space currently shut down. Well, they didn't shut down, but they moved to a different location, and I just didn't renew my contract. So now I film at home again. So from there, the lighting was a little bit, at the office, at my like studio space, the lighting was a little bit more brighter, so I was able to just finesse a little bit kind of. But here at home, the lighting, I normally have like all the lights on in my room, and then I also have overhead lighting as well. But currently, right now, I just have on my overhead light. I have on one light, and that is just the light in my room. That's what I have. And then I think what makes it a little bit brighter is the fact that my bookcases right here, they're white. So anything that's reflecting off of it, it's just going to look a little bit brighter. And then the camera. And then the camera helps a little bit too. This camera particularly brightens its area, like wherever it's shooting, it's going to brighten that area. So a combination of things, but technically you do not need a lot of lighting. I would suggest just getting daylight light bulbs. They're super inexpensive and it's an easy fix. Next thing is going to be noise control. This is the biggest thing, that it doesn't matter if you're a small YouTuber, big YouTuber, a brand, listen. It has to be pitch quiet when you film, or try to be as quiet as you possibly can. Just a lot of noise. No one likes a lot of noise in the video. It's distracting. It's, you know, besides the fact that it's just really distracting and it just makes your videos like a lower quality, it's hard. It's really hard to get into a space where, you know, there's not going to be any noise whatsoever, but all you do is just hope and pray that the microphone doesn't pick it up, and, you know, it kind of, all the other noise kind of drowns out. Me personally, when I was filming from my office, there was still tons of noise that I had to combat. Like the air ducts were like super loud, so like I couldn't film like when that was happening. And then my smaller office space that I had there was right next to somebody else, and she would like be talking like in the middle of like talking on the phone like during a meeting, and that would just be really hard to film. But for the most part, like I said, that's why I would go there on the weekends, and I would film on the weekends there, because it was quiet, okay? Just quiet as a mouse. That's what I would do to combat that. At home, I just tell everyone to leave. Honestly, I just tell everybody to leave. I close all the doors. I just try to, like, I kind of barricade myself in the room almost, just to drown out like any noise, like noise from the TV or noise from someone going into the kitchen. Yeah, I just try to drown it out like as much as I possibly can. So the last and final thing that I want to share with you guys for this episode is going to be editing software. There's tons and tons and tons of editing software out there, and I definitely did a video about that before, so I'll definitely link it in the cards, as well as I'll have it down below as well. But editing software, that's just pretty much whatever you choose. If you have a PC and you can't use iMovie, use, was it Adobe Premiere or something like that, or I don't know, one of those. Or you can use Movie Maker. I think Movie Maker is like the equivalent to iMovie for PCs, because I think that like either automatically comes onto your computer if you have a PC, or you can just download it for free. And I think Adobe Premiere is like something that you have to pay for. But yeah. Me personally, I have a MacBook. I have a MacBook Air. I edit off of my MacBook Air. I personally use iMovie. I think it's a very user-friendly and a very easy thing to use, especially if you have an Apple product. So that is personally what I use. There is a few restrictions, and I'm almost positive that eventually I'm going to, actually I know for a fact that I'm going to upgrade to Final Cut Pro in the near future for sure, because there is a lot of restrictions that iMovie has. For me personally, I like editing. I like editing videos. It's something that I enjoy. Like I enjoy editing my videos. So, and I always like to get creative with my editing. So that's why I personally feel like I'm coming to a point where iMovie is getting a little bit too restricting for me. But besides that, if you want some cut and dry editing, iMovie just is just the go. It's super easy, it's super simple. It doesn't take you a long time to learn how to use it. And even if you do get like confused on how things work, you can always look up a video on YouTube. I even have a video of how I edit on iMovie on my channel. I think I said it earlier, so it's gonna be up here somewhere, so you can definitely check that out. There's tons more on here. If you guys want me to do another video about how I edit on iMovie, or something a little bit more in depth or specific to iMovie, then I will gladly do that for you guys. Once again, if you are filming on your phone, you can also edit on your phone. I know a lot of people that film, edit, and upload their videos from their phone. Now, do I recommend that? Not really. That's a lot of gigabytes, and that's a lot of work and a lot of hard work on your phone, but it can be done. It can definitely be done. So yeah, they have an iMovie version for your phone, so you can definitely use the iMovie version for your phone. And then they also have a whole bunch of different like movie making apps. InShot is one. I know I use InShot all the time. Mora, I think they have an app. I know that's more of like a computer one, but I think they have an app for that too. Video Leap. I think Video Leap is one, so definitely check that out as well. The possibilities are endless. So with that being said, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. And if you did find it helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. I make videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So make sure you stay tuned for next week's video. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, bye guys.